Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. This week you'll see me continue driving through Spain as I get to Cádiz and the ferry to Tenerife. So why don't you come along for the journey, and we'll start off where we finished last time. I was in Valladolid and I was just about to leave and continue on the journey. It's been a nice sunny day today, but it's time to move on. I've got nearly 3 hours 20 minutes of driving to do, which is about 250 miles to get to the stop for tonight. It's going to be another one of these stops where it's designated, it's specially built for motorhomes to stop. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no real services as such. There's water there, and there's also a waste point, but apart from that, that's it. But it's free, and we're going to go to that. I haven't even checked how much range we got left for fuel, but anyway, going to keep going. Can't really see where I am. I've just got here, time's just gone 7:30, so what I'm going to do is say goodnight and I'll show you around in the morning. So it still looks like night time here this morning. It's just gone 7:30 in the morning, and it is another frosty start. Let me show you. So I'm going to have to de-ice the vehicle for set off, but I'll just basically show you where we are. So this was the track that I came down last night to get here, quite a long track. We have looked on the map, municipal like play area, tennis court, five-a-side pitch. And then there's room for 5 bays. There's 5 concrete slabs for motorhomes. I don't know if the water is in there or not in that building, but can't show you much more because, like I say, it's early in the morning. We're going to crack on. So this is a free stop. I mean, the council here have decided to make this free stop. So there's a place for you to dump your waste, get some water. I don't even know about rubbish collection, maybe that as well, but it's free, and that's it. Obviously, I don't think you're meant to stop here, forever. I think you just stop one night and then move on, and that's what I'm going to do now. We're going to move on. We've got 2.5 hours drive to our next destination before the destination after that is going to be the beach. Anyway, let's defrost and be on his way. So it's a little bit different to when I set off. The sun is up now. There's not a cloud in the sky, so hopefully it's going to be a warm day today. No more frost on the windscreen. So I've stopped here to get some what I call motion lotion. The tank's now full. I was panicking a bit because the destination, I've got about another 100 miles to go, and there was less than 100 miles left in the tank. But anyway, we got some fuel, so we're going to head on and get to Seville. So I've got here to Seville, or Seville, however you want to pronounce it, 11 o'clock local time. So it's time to stop, have a rest, have a cup of tea, and then I'm going to go into into the city and see what it's all about. This place here is, well, it's just a plot of land and it's marked as a free parking spot. But I'll spin around and you can see basically there's a load of cars here, but on Google Maps it didn't show that there was a lot of camper vans here. But as you can see, we got quite a few vans. If I just move along here as well, we can see we got quite a few vans as well. Nice overlander there. This is where we are, in Seville. Get the kettle on and then let's go into the city. So there's no UK campers here at the moment, just me representing the Brits. Anyway, into the city we go. So I'm here at the Plaza de España. I think every major Spanish city's got a Plaza de España. But anyway, I'm here. Fantastic place, really beautiful place. Worth coming to Seville just for that. I'll just have a spin round so you can see. Fantastic place it is. But I must say one thing. I feel now coming a bit underdressed because the sun's shining, not a cloud in the sky. It's nice and warm. It's about 13 degrees, something like that. So I've come out just, you know, just with this, no coat or anything like that, but I feel underdressed because everybody else, they've all got the coats on. I'm thinking, what? You know, in Castleford, they go out in the snow in the shorts and the t-shirts. But anyway, plenty more to see. Let's move on. So I've decided just to have a little bit of a sit down, just in some gardens as I'm walking around, as you do, just near this really fantastic old tree. But anyway, just over there's a kiosk, and I thought, well, it's the first one of the trip, so I've got myself a cornetto, but I think it's suffering from a bit of shrinkflation because I'm sure they used to be bigger than that. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. So guys, rather going for Burger King, we've got something else coming to a Spanish bar. First of all, we've got Coke Zero, which is in Spanish, Coke Zero. Easy peasy. And then I've got a potato salad with a bit of prawn on it. So I'll just show you this now. So I'm gonna tuck into this. So this potato salad here is, this is meant to be a tapas portion. Very nice though. Well, that fills the spot, just waiting now for the chicken sandwich. Time to get into my chicken baguette. I've got to say, I thought the Christmas lights Valladolid were good, but just have a look at these here. It's a daytime. I wish I was here at night to see these light up. Fantastic. So I saw this on the map and I thought I'd come and see it because it's got some interesting shapes, but it's massive. I didn't realise it was as big as this. Just let me show you. It starts over there and it goes all the way over here, all the way to there. And you think to there, no, but then if you look at the side, there's more of it there and more of it in the back. So you're going to say, Steve, what's it for? I don't know. I think it's just some modern art type stuff. But anyway, it's massive. So I'm back in the van. Plans have changed. Only reason being I spent far more time in the city than I thought I would do. I mean, obviously I didn't do it justice. There's loads and loads of places to see. But anyway, it's nearly 4 o'clock here, so if I set off, by the time I get to my next destination, I'm going to be arriving again at night time. So what I'm going to do is, this is the good thing about van life, you can please yourself more or less. I mean, obviously I've got a ferry to catch Saturday morning, so I can't change that. But rather than going to the next destination now, what I'm going to do is, this park up seems a good park up actually. I'm going to stop here overnight and then set off early in the morning and get there mid-morning and spend the rest of the day there, because it involves sand, sea, beach. So that's what I'm going to do. Obviously I'm going to put the kettle on, have a cup of tea, have a bit of a relax, and we'll get going in the morning. Well, good morning guys, it's nice and early. I'm just about to do the final leg, final push. It's day 6 of travelling through France and Spain. I'm just going to get to, well, near Cádiz, not to the port, but just not too far away. And that'll be my final destination for getting the ferry to Tenerife. It's been good visiting Seville, but now it's time to move on. Let's go. Well guys, I set off early from Seville. It was dark when I set off, but I've got to my more or less final destination. Basically near Cádiz, not far off, about 20-25 minutes away. In fact, I'll show you where it is if I spin the camera around. Maybe you can't see it for the sun, but it's just the other side of the bay, but it means you have to go along and round. But this is where I am. Come to this park up here. It's a free park up, and I don't know if you can see there's quite a lot of motorhomes here. In fact, I've just been speaking to one couple from the UK. They've been here a couple of nights and they'll be moving off tomorrow. So it's not a bad place, and so I'm going to spend the day here, sort of chilling out. I'm going to also be doing some video editing as well, and going to go to the shops. It's about a 20-minute walk in that direction to the supermarket, but I'm here, and basically the sun is shining, and you'll be able to see here the beach. I'm right next to the sea, right next to the beach. What more could you want? So I'm eating the bread. Try and work this out if you can. These 3 breads here for €1.10. And these 3 breads here, which is like more than nearly 3 times the size, is €1.19. So I think I'll be getting these. Just want to say, if you're into cakes, this is the place to be. Look at all this lot. Just let me tell you, if you like wine, a litre of wine is €1, so less than £1 for a litre of wine. Way! I don't drink, but people who do, they have some of that, definitely. Okay, that was my visit to Mercadona, which is like a big supermarket here in Spain. Just got some supplies to make some sandwiches and things like that for the ship, because things might have changed, but last time I went on the ship, it was 15 years ago, and the food was just no. I'd rather give it a miss. So I'm going to make some sandwiches, take them on with me, and hopefully that'll last me for the journey. Right, let's get back to the van. It's just 20 minutes that way. Well, I can hardly see the screen because it's bright sunshine. I've just had a 2-mile walk to the supermarket and back, so I think I've definitely earned myself an ice cream. Now, I'm not complaining. A couple of days ago, we were scraping ice. It was -1, scraping ice off the windscreen. But now, it's 24 degrees. It ain't meant to be as hot as this, but it's, according to my thermometer, it's 24 degrees. And so, yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. And then I'm going to go into one of those other Spanish pastimes, which is have a siesta. And I might even have to get the fan out and put some cool air in the van. Well guys, so far so good. So it was a little bit of a chaos because you come to the port and there's one gate and you go in and you tell security there where you want to be, and they just go like down there, but there's no signs. And I seem to be driving for ages and ages and ages, and then it just came to the end, and then there was a guy there just saying, right, off you go to the left, and then it was like a free-for-all. And you sort of had to come back on yourself, and then there was like 6 lanes, and you just picked a lane, and then there was a security police there, and it was just picking vehicles at random, So all these 6 lanes had to go into one gate. And so I eventually got to my turn, and I'm thinking, right, okay, because I've been through this, not Cádiz, but a place called Huelva. I've been to Tenerife with a car about 15 years ago, and they wanted every single document, and not just to show you documents, but they wanted photocopies of your driving license, everything. So I'm thinking, what's going to go on here? Because I've got my ticket, and my ticket says you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to print your boarding ticket off and everything. And then I actually got through from Armas, the ferry company, saying, congratulations, you don't need to do this and do that, or you don't even have to check in, auto check in, because you can auto check in online, but you then have to print off your boarding ticket. So no, you don't have to do any of that, just turn up with your documents. So wait to see what would happen. And I actually turned up, so she asked for the passport. Gave her the passport, and she had a little machine, and she just scanned it through the machine, like a swipe card thing, and then it just came up and said what type of vehicle I was in, and it came up auto caravana, which like a camper van, and she looked at it and she thought, right, okay, yeah, off you go, straight through. And then there was the next checkpoint where there was sniffer dogs there and all that sort of stuff, but they just waved me straight through. So I'm just in line now. It doesn't say which line to get in. I'm just in line to get on the ship. So job done. So fingers crossed we're going to be plain sailing, as they say. Tenerife. Hi guys, so I'm back in the VIP lounge, back in my seat, and apart from the seats, there's not that much VIP really. You do get assigned a seat, but there's plenty of spaces here, so I suppose you could move around. There's supposed to be a private balcony, but you can't get onto the outside of the ship from here. So that wasn't correct. But I have found that as well as toilets here in this VIP area, there's also a shower as well. So when we're allowed to go down to the deck back to your vehicle, I'm going to grab myself a towel and make use of the showers. Why not? Hi guys, well I've just come outside just for a little bit of a walk, a bit of fresh air as well. The restaurant is open at the moment, but these facilities there where you can, if you've got your own food, you can warm it up on a microwave or whatever. But we've been going now about, let's see, 26 hours on the ferry, and if you just look around, it's just nothing but sea. There's about another, I'd say, 7 hours to go before we hit Tenerife. So I've been in the what's called the VIP lounge area, and it's basically a room. There's various seats. They are comfortable and they do recline, electric reclining seats on there. But the good thing for me, because I don't travel too well on ferries, basically in that room, it's like a long room and there's windows at the front, but there's none at the sides. So because I'm sat fairly at the back, I'm even looking at the view at the front. So you're in a room and you can sort of tell that the ship's swaying about, but it hasn't been affecting me because I can't see outside. Now if I was sat all day looking at the horizon going up and down, that may affect me a bit, I don't know. But anyway, journey's been good. Like I say, another 7 hours to go, and eventually we should get there, well according to plan, we should get there about 8 o'clock. I think it's probably going to be dark, but we'll see. And then the plan from there is, because obviously we're going to hit port in the north, is to drive down to the south, and we're going to find a stopping place in Los Cristianos. Anyway, I'm going to have a little walk around the ship and then get back to my seat. So I've decided to try some cuisine. I've got myself a can of Coke, Diet Coke or Coke Zero. That was €2.50 for the can. I mean, it is a captive audience, so and I've got myself some meatballs and chips. That was for €5, so €7.50 in all. So anyway, let's tuck in and see what it's like. So one thing that I forgot to mention, I don't know if the seas get rough here, but just in the cafeteria there, obviously there's fixed benches, but there is separate, single seats that you can pull out and sit down at a table. But all the seats there have got a wire on, fastened to the floor, so you can't move them far. So it's like all the seats are chained down. Why would they do that? Unless they do get some rough seas. But I must admit the journey here so far has been okay. And that's where we leave it for this week. I'm heading south from Santa Cruz, going down to Los Cristianos. So why don't you join me next time as I start exploring Tenerife? If you do like the video, do give me a like, do give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. Many thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.